Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that. But I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Camavinga. Mbappe. Mbappe! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Mbappe brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Ruben Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking to play him in. Another chance from a corner. Rodri gets it away. Great run on the overlap here. Bale. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come. In he goes again! They've scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar. Now it's Van Basten. Played out wide. And he's in on goal. Shot could be on. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Safe to say, he's capable of better than that. And that was very necessary. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Camavinga. Cross to the back post. Terrific header. Lizarazu gets good distance on it. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Portugal have their second corner now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chooses to go back. Mbappe. And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lizarazu.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Bale. No, he's had it taken off him. Mbappe. And here's Van Basten. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And Gabriel. Out towards the flank. Nagatomo delivers.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Ruben Neves is there to clear. Mbappe has a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. This looks promising. Palmeiras are looking to go forward now. Bale is fouled. Ruben Neves. Now it's Bale. Gets a good foot in there. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Neymar. Gabriel with the foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And it's Neymar. Portugal can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Park Ji-sung. Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ruben Neves. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's played through for him. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. It's a threatening ball. Tries to get it clear. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Can he finish? In for the pieces! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe this...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Portugal certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it.
Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Portugal get their fourth corner. Havertz gets it away. Park Ji-sung. Oh, well played, well played. And that's gone loose.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others. Chance, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Palmeiras certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Van Basten. In towards the back stick. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Costa Curta. Palmeiras are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Mbappe. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Mbappe. Oh, this looks sharp. Van Basten. Nagatomo gets flagged offside. Rodri. Now Timber. That's a little off target. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Neymar. Great vision. This might spell decent chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Costa Curta. And here's Van Basten. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
They're up to 5 corners now. And that should get the job done. Bastoni. And it's Rodri. Passes short and sharp. Knocks it out wide. A temporary retreat here.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found a way through. Driving through the... Chance! And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He slings it. It's a mighty effort! No, it's wide. Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Kaká getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. The final 5 minutes. Portugal finding their passes. Kaká. Nagatomo plays a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. He can get that clear. And he's whipped it across. Keeper's dealt with that. Neymar with the clearance. Can he get it through? In once more. And he gets rid in a hurry. Not the most accurate pass. Played back. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played back in. Bastoni. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That is a great pick out. Mbappe! It's how to play, and it is a goal kick. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... Portugal get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your... It's Van Basten! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Van Basten demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch.
Van Basten! Goal! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. That is lovely.
Hazard really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Quarter of an hour played. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nagatomo. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! And this is getting better and better. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is good alertness. Now it's Park Ji-sung. He's found a way through. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that's... And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? This chance! He scores! They're back within reach! That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So is this the start of a comeback? João Pedro, nicely spread. Now it's Saka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's going right the way across. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Azar. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to belt it away. That's a throw. Played over towards the opposite flank. Great vision. Park Ji-sung. And it's Azar. Batistuta receives it in a good... And the shot! It's in! And the lead is extended still further. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Portugal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. That is a great pick out. And Batistuta! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nagatomo tries making a foray down the right. Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? Over to the left. Akanji does well to get it back. Kamavinga. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Portugal utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Nice bit of skill, and he's Messi! He's put it wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Rodri. Azar. And it's Kamavinga. Kamavinga with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. João Pedro. Not the most accurate pass. And he's gone searching crossfield. And Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out wide. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Ruben Neves. Reinders. Played out to the left flank. And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Van Basten being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Azar. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And here's Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Saka. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Messi. Chance, surely! He has done it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Bastoni, the man that is tenacity personified. Saka. And here's the chance to counter. Akanji cuts out the pass. And it's Park Ji-sung. Nagatomo. And it's Park Ji-sung. Rodri. Back they go. And Bastoni. Rodri. Opts for safety. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Saka was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Van Basten. Saka. Nicely weighted ball. And that's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Half an hour gone in the second half. Park Ji-sung. He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Vardiol works it forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. Azar. Ribery. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Reinders. Out to the left it goes. He's picked his way through. Garnacho. Now this could be a chance. Vardiol is flagged offside. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! They've scored! Just cruising! They are cruising! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys. And the counter is on. And this is Ronaldo. Played out to the right. Beckham receives it in a wide position. Oh, it needed better placement. Garnacho. And it's Ribery. Vardiol. It's Camavinga. Camavinga makes the interception. Now it's Van Basten. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Well timed, excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply. Knocks it into space. And this is Messi. That's really nicely played. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So there's going to be another change here. Ronaldo being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Good ball, good take. Oh, nice touch. Nagatomo. And time is up. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Van Basten, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. So that's got things underway. And here's Mbappe. Rodri wins the duel this time. And it's Park Ji-sung. And here's Batistuta. Nagatomo gets into some space. And that has been clubbed away. Nagatomo reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Showing good feet. Park Ji-sung providing an outlet on that flank. It's a mighty effort! No, not the best of headers. Van Basten chasing after it. And here's Batistuta. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Portugal with the corner. They're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a pretty loose pass. Senegal are looking to go forward now.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Azar going full tilt down the left. This might spell danger. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
This their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Park Ji-sung. Van Basten ploughing through the middle. Rodri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that has been cut short. Portugal have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Senegal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Van Basten. And this is it's Van Basten! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Mbappe. And he's found a way past. Shot could be on. And a chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Akanji is there and he can get that clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And it's Azar. Shevchenko. And the shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Bremer tries to clear. And that is a little undercooked. Can he spark a counter here? Kimmich. Camavinga makes the interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Azar. So what can they make of this? And here's Mbappe. Senegal have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Great chance! And he's there to clear it. And they've got a throw. Not the most accurate pass. Quality ball. Mbappe! That's another chance! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hazard. Oh, super. And Ribéry! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rodri gets it away. Rodri. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And it's Park Ji-sung. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Camavinga. Camavinga. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And here's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Batistuta gets into a good position. Oh, that's neat. Now here's the delivery. Oh, this looks sharp. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Park Ji-sung. Nice sequence. Van Basten! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's...
And Park Ji-sung! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Picked out, can he finish? And he's there to belt it away. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nice physical challenge. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Akanji did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Basten. He's in a good position. Batistuta! Nagatomo. Akanji. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Batistuta. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Akanji. Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that's been won straight back. Nicely aimed pass. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Ribery! Decent hit from there. Mbappe. And it's Rodri. Some really good ball movement. Kimmich. It's Ribery. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rodri has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Rodri, and here's Mbappe, engages and forces him off the ball. 5 minutes to add, and he was quick to react. Caught offside that time. Portugal making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Ribery. It's a good spell of possession, this. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the finish! This time, surely. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is the last effort of the game. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie, The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm going to pick out Yuto Nagatomo. He may not be the biggest, but nobody has a bigger heart. And for courage, stamina, and that winning mentality, very few can better him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And this is Van Basten. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? And that should get the job done. And it's Beckham.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Nagatomo. Batistuta. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Beckham. Nagatomo delivers. Saka attempts a clearance. Shoots! A whisker high.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now this could be a chance. And this is Neymar. Haaland. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Beckham. Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, that's been intercepted. Nagatomo. Throw in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. Batistuta. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's there to get it away. And it's Park Ji-sung. He's in space and looking for options. And that is expertly dealt with. Out of play for a throw. Elects to cross. He rises! Cleared without hesitation. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Bellingham. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Ronaldo with a definite foul there. Van Dijk. And Koundé. Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Van Dijk. And it's Messi. Has a look up and drives it forward.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Van Basten. Beckham. And Beckham! Cristiano Ronaldo! Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Some first half thoughts?
Portugal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Portugal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Batistuta threads one in. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Camavinga calmly anticipates. And it's Batistuta. Van Basten. Look at the space here. And this is Beckham. And that has been knocked clear. That's good running with the ball. Shot could be on.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's the shot! Vinicius Junior! It's in! Vasco da Gama are back in business. Vinicius Junior duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Vasco da Gama grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, that looks a decent ball. Beckham. He's in a great position. And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Bastoni. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Messi plays a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Vasco da Gama get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Serves up across. And Batistuta! He'll try to keep this alive. Camavinga crossed into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to pass it through. And it's Pedri. And here's Batistuta. And this is Van Basten.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Beckham. Haaland. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Beraldo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Beckham. Picked out brilliantly. And he's cut it out. Early ball out from the back. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Back into the middle. And it's Pedri. Pedri! And that could have brought them level.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Great vision.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, what a ball! And he was alert to it. He can get that clear. Vasco da Gama can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Portugal must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Stood up well to him there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Beraldo has given away a free kick. Haaland. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. Vasco da Gama making another change here. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. De Bruyne promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Distributed tidily. He has found the way through. Haaland. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vasco da Gama claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Big header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 21.
Messi has created one goal already. Ronaldo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Driving on and making good progress. Musiala. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as neutral. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Azar! So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
I'm going to pick out Yuto Nagatomo. He may not be the biggest, but nobody has a bigger heart. And for courage, stamina, and that winning mentality, very few can better him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Conte. And here's Van Basten. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to get it away. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Conte. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked. And he's onside. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hazard. Pinches it off him. Now it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Camavinga with the cross. Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. Good pressure, determined, intense. Lovely bit of skill.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and
Batistuta! It's there! Portugal are level. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Knocks it out wide. Hazard. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard. And this is Ronaldo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. Bastoni. Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's Van Basten. Searching pass he's played there. And that has been cleared. Now it's Park Ji-sung. He is just caressing the charge, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Showing good feet. And this is Ronaldo. Plenty to aim at here. And this is Van Basten. De Bruyne. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's Bellingham. Hazard. Out to the left it goes. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Portugal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game, 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? And this is Van Basten. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's quick to get it clear again. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Park Ji-sung. And this is Batistuta. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ball driven towards the far post. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Park Ji-sung has it out wide and in space. Inter Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Bellingham. Well read, nice interception. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch.
And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Inter Milan can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Messi. Inter Milan finding their passes. Azar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Casemiro. Ambitious ball here. He's being... Mohamed Salah! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. Mohamed Salah. Played out to the left flank, and the counter is on. That's a shade optimistic.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Look at the space here. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
As you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he has been fouled there. Rodri. De Ligt. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Park Ji-sung. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah stood his ground strongly. Park Ji-sung. Conte. Van Basten. Here's Ronaldo. And it's Conte. And this is Ronaldo. Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Messi. Bastoni was in no mood for any of that. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 4, Jordi Alba. Viene sostituito con il numero 6.
And the number on the board is 3. And here's Batistuta. Bruno Fernandes. And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So, just time for... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Spread out to the left. Driving forward. Tries to pass it through. Chance, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in.
A header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, it's a great ball here. Vardiol is there to clear. Portugal with the corner. They're first. Ball is over the line. Rodri. He's had a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Played into space out wide. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's Kirkes. And this is Hazard. And he's there to get it away. Throw in. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van Basten. Great vision. And he plays one through. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's shifting through the gears here. Park Ji-sung. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Barcelona were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
And it's Park Ji-sung. Van Basten. Akanji. And Bastoni. Well, that's an excellent interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rudiger. Ruben Neves. And it's Kirkes. And Hazard swung over. And now they can clear their lines. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread it left. Looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldo. He's onside. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Portugal have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. The chance to pull further clear. That is some save from Khan. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi. Vardiol. Nicely spread. Rodri, aimed beyond the defence. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Defending of the desperate variety.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Decent progress down the left. He shifted it to the flank. Hazard. And it's Rodri. Park Ji-sung. Played out wide. finish! And he whips it, and again! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Messi. Tries to thread one through. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Hazard!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Guardiola. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Basten. Hazard. Messi. Out to the left it goes. Has crossed into the middle. And he's taking no chances there. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. He has a look up. Can he finish? A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Portugal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's Messi. Fernando Torres. It's out for a goal kick. Guardiola gathers from the goal kick. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. Elects to cross. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! And the second half is off to a flyer. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And here's Van Basten. Stood up well to him there. Looking for the run. Torres looking to run onto it. And he won't reach that. Van Basten being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they'll have to get the numbers right in hoping to keep him quiet because he's a really big threat.
Ruben Neves. Now it's Torres. Hazard. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Van Basten. And Hazard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hazard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Khan with the clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side...
He's got tall! He will be livid with himself.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Kirkes. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Ruben Neves. Gets into some space.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Well, there's the clearance. Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bastoni. And it's Camavinga. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Guardiol. Ruben Neves, the man with the tools to make a difference here. Strong running down that left flank. Can he get it through? No, it's come to nothing. That is a brilliant interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 41, el dorsal 11, Messi. Serán sustituidos.
And it's Zico. And it's made its way to him. And the shot!
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Rodri. Ball's played through. Hazard. And here comes the corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Oh, it's played into the area. And now a sudden chance to counter. Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Park Ji-sung. And Park Ji-sung! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Kaká! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kirkes. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Park Ji-sung carries the ball down the right. And he's only too happy to take that back. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Park Ji-sung. That's the end. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Van Basten taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter. A high-octane start at that. And they set the tone and never really let go. As good as it can get.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now the ball's gone astray. Nagatomo. Camavinga gets across to intercept that. And Park Ji-sung! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Camavinga, Serginho, he's found a way through. Romario goes for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Out to the right, back into the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Hazard looks, he gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Camavinga. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Batistuta gets it away. Knocks it into space. Played it again. Bastoni getting this one clear. So it is still 0-0. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. The ball has bounced loose now. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Van Basten running with the ball. Park Ji-sung. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Van Basten. This might spell Cristiano Ronaldo! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodri. Romario. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is good strength. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Messi. Neymar. There's no flag, and he's away. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Serginho engages and forces him off the ball. Nagatomo. And it's Park Ji-sung. Here's Rodri. Bastoni. Couldn't squeeze it through. Driving forward. Rodri. And it's Park Ji-sung. And it's Park Ji-sung. Camavinga. Neymar. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
dar as boas-vindas às duas equipas.
And we're underway again.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Can he get on the end of this? Camavinga gets it clear. He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Batistuta. And he's there to get it away. Portugal have it back and can go again. And here's Van Basten, and he shoots! It's in!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Rodri.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That's very neat. Camavinga. Rodri. Rodri purring through the gears. That's really well cleared. Taken back almost at once. Oh, good spread. Messi. And it's Camavinga. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rodri. Threads one in. Park Ji-sung. Serginho gets a foot in here. Rice. It's Pedri. Serginho. Serginho is fouled. And it's Serginho. Van Basten. Batistuta. Rodri. Camavinga. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Camavinga goes on a charge down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 4. Azar. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar o número 42. Está a proceder-se a uma...
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Romario. Strokes it back. Oh, shooting chance! And that is one way to get his defending done. Batistuta can get it clear. Ah, looks a smashing ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Van Basten. Park Ji-sung. And there's the shot! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Son Heung-min, he's shifting through the gears here. And this is Neymar. It's a goal kick. And it's gone back to the keeper. Rice. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Alexander-Arnold. And that is that. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Van Basten picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.